Hi, YouTube. This time I'm back for real. This time I'm back. That was just a trial run earlier when we tried going live again. That wasn't the real thing. We're doing some Oxygen Not Included for the second half of stream. Just don't mind all the like technical difficulties to getting here. It's perfectly fine. And the Timberborn VOD has a perfect ending with a complete sentence, I'm sure. Oxygen Not Included. I'm very excited about this. I definitely want to spend some time in this, which is part of the annoyance of not being in it in the last like 40 minutes of technical issues. But I do appreciate everyone who's stuck with me, who's still here, because I know obviously a lot of lurkers probably fell off. So those of you that have refreshed and are currently here with me, I really, really appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Rule Storage, how you doing? Don't you just love when the scuff happens? Yeah, that's right, a Night Dweller. Some hacking gaming. That's right. Yeah, it's reset, MJ. If you can look up how much we had, I'll change it, but it's gonna be back at 0 because of the restarted computer, you know? Yeah. Is it really streaming if nothing went wrong? It's how you know you're legit. Thanks, Troll. If anyone does not know, my friend, teammate Rule Storage is an awesome streamer. Plays a lot of similar games. Definitely a lot of games that I know you all enjoy. Has played Oxygen Not Included. Has been playing a lot of RimWorld lately. Definitely plays a lot of RimWorld on his channel. Maybe even more than me lately. But, you know, I'm really excited to be doing this. So let's get back into Oni, because we do have, it was 3. Good. Good. Hello, game. We just gotta give it a minute. Needs a moment. Okay, so where were we? So, this is our second asteroid. Our first asteroid, Cambella, is... What do you mean food? One or more duplicates are very hungry. Invisible Man, go get food. This is our main asteroid. One of the biggest problems we're having right now is that these overgrown nodes are not getting hot enough water. So that's something we could work on while we work on researching the monument. I was kind of thinking that if we pulled the water directly from the saltwater intake to the overgrown nodes, that would make the difference. So rather than having them... I wonder if these should be insulated. I feel like they should. Let's do insulated, and let's bring insulated piping down and over like here somewhere. Maybe even just like this. Oh wait, it's not desalinated. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, so now we need a desalinator somewhere. We were talking about getting rid of these anyway. What if we just get rid of these and change it and put the desalinator here? What happens if I just like let this fall out of the floor? It'd make a mess everywhere. I don't think I want to do that. We could just pump it into the system again real quick and then get rid of that. Maybe that's what I'll do just to make it easy on me. Pump it in, and then we can get rid of these, replace them with towel. We'll build the desalinator on top now because it doesn't matter. The desalinator is gonna go right here. So I can also fit a liquid reservoir next to it. Okay, and that's gonna contain some hotter liquid, probably. Out of the desalinator, into the liquid reservoir, out of the liquid reservoir, into these 2 overgrow nodes. Then we would want to continue it on into and over here to these other overgrow nodes. So we would want more pipes, maybe something like this. To get it over here. And we could use this. We just kind of have to get another... Let's have this pipe go down and through. Yeah. And then we can get over it more easily if it's not 3 wide here. It's just 1 that we can bridge over. And then another bridge here. And then we can cross over up there. Okay, perfect. So we're working on research. What are we researching? We're actually researching the monument. We're literally researching the monument. The monument. We're researching it right now. I've never made this before. It's the colonize imperative. If you don't know what the imperatives are, they are the achievements at the top of the achievements list. The imperatives are the big ones. We've done blast line of defense. We blasted that asteroid out of space. Right, Pete? Right. We also are starting to work on the Great Escape, sort of. We have 2 out of 5 colonies established, so we could work on that later and then open the temporal tear. And send a duplicate on a one-way mission to the furthest star map location. Sounds awesome. 2-Bit, thank you for bearing with and still being over there on YouTube. Good to see you. Home Sweet Home is what we're working on right now, though. The Home Sweet Home imperative is the one that builds the Great Monument. Also, we have to get morale up for everyone, so we have to make sure that our food quality is pretty high. H. Gammon, Easy Breezy, Techno Archmage, and Dana. So some of the people listed here live in our second settlement, and that's part of why their morale is not nearly as high. They don't have as nice of bedrooms. A lot of them have slime lung and are sick. Unscheduled nap. Are you really tired?
13 donation from MJKJ. Ilona, you are awesome. Elena 1 year, 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 Orama Pat, Orama Pat, Orama Pat, Orama Love, Orama Love, Orama Love.
MJ, thank you so much for the $13 on Ko-Fi. Thank you so heckin' much for the support. It was 7 at the end of the half-hour stream. Okay, so we have to add 4 more points then, as well. MJ, thank you so heckin' much. Lucky number 13, my lucky number. And on Ko-Fi, a direct support platform. I very much appreciate all your generosity, friend. Thank you so much for the heckin' support. You did already? Okay. Oh, right. Oh, right. Because you added the 13 and now it's 20. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. That's great. Yeah, just as long as we have the right number. We want to make sure we have the right number. So we have enough work over here for them to work on, so I'm not going to really like stress it. But again, I do think that getting their morale up would be really good. In order to do plastic over here, we're either going to have to send it to them from the other one or figure out a resource for making plastic. In the other one, I'm using resin, which I wouldn't be able to do here, so I would have to get petroleum here, which may be possible. But here we're using resin. The resin we're getting from amber. Amber is what these Lura nodes produce. So that's why I started planting them everywhere. Okay, someone needs to drop off a Mimika here. Can you wrangle some of these, please? Okay, so they're trying to wrangle. We just got these beach chairs, which is the research right before the monument. This one's beach chairs, so I'm doing it. Beach chairs. Red sir. Hi, friend. Hi, friend. How you doing? Congrats on Nth and the lurking. Congrats on being lurky. I appreciate the lurky lurks. All right, let's speed up. We gotta speed up. Also, what's our science situation? Oh, good. You're not actually in space, right? No, we should send Yed, though. Everything's good. All right, Yed, you ready to go to space? What do you mean no power? Oh, right, because it's automated. Yed, you ready to go to space? Change crew, begin launch. Rocket is not ready to launch. Why not? Destination set. Oh. I mean, right now, I'm just trying to get the little, like, databanks. So, as long as you got plastic in there, you're good to go. And you got 500 kilograms of plastic. So... Is that Yed? That's Ren. What are you doing, Ren? Oh. Thanks, Ren. So Yed, every time Yed gets in this shuttle, Yed takes one of the suits. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add another Atmos suit dock here. I think power's a little bit better than it used to be with the steam turbine running. Obviously, like, it'd be a little bit more ideal if, What?
The _ed_ sir just used a power-up for 100 bits.
Doesn't that emote look so good, extra large like that? Red Sir, thank you so heckin' much for the 100 bits and the extra large Rama sip. That's right. I have the wrong kind of sipping, but it still works. Azul, congrats on Nth and continuing to lurk. Appreciate it. I'm excellent. They fixed the AC at work. Day one of not being exhausted after work. I'm sure that makes a huge difference, Red. I'm really glad to hear that. It's the best sticker on Discord, too. Yeah, it's just, like, so cute. It's so cute. And I don't think you get all the detail when it's small. Poor kiddo had a 4-hour drive in the boyfriend's car the other day without AC. Literally got heat stroke. Oh, my goodness. Wow, yeah, that's super rough. You gotta be careful with that, right? Like, especially for a long period of time. That can be really dangerous. Dreamvid sparkle budding, and it's Meep, so, like, obviously I'm excited about the sparkle budding. Alright, whose morale is not as high? And how much plastic do we have? We could send them a little bit of plastic if we wanted. All we have to do... What do you mean no power wire connected? Oh my gosh, I built all the way to it and then didn't actually build it. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna send them the oxyfern seed and also a little bit of plastic. I don't want you to send all the plastic. How do I tell you to not do all of it? Okay. The oxyfern seed has gone. Plastic. See, this just says put plastic in. Storing a maximum of 1,000. That's a lot. I don't want you to take 1,000 kilograms of plastic. How much are these beds? 200. I mean, I guess you could do 1,000 and then we would just leave it at that. Critter starvation, the lums. Yeah, the lums are starving for sure. That's a little bit of a problem right now with this whole situation. Let's prioritize these right here. Just because then that'll get this liquid out and into the pipes. Which would be really good. We're gonna deconstruct this. We're not really cooling with that liquid anymore anyway, so we might as well get rid of it. We're cooling with this system instead, which is a much more efficient system for cooling. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to build a spam over here. We should still do that. Build a spam in here. Yeah. So what are we gonna do? We're going to put some tiles.
He's the best truck at the party. Everyone wants to go for a ride.
Hi, pal. Oh boy, what was this supposed to be for? If there's no salt water? No, polluted water. Let's look. Okay, we're automating this pipe to... turn off a liquid shutoff? If the pipes are full, then allow some of the polluted water through? Oh, right. Because we're redirecting all the polluted water that way. Okay, so then I have to bring it back through. Like this. Because what we're going to do is we're going to direct all the bathrooms to outflow through these plants. So the shutoff has to be shut off so it spends a lot of liquid going that way. And then it'll only go through here when there's liquid backed up to this tile. I think. We can tweak it if it doesn't work the way we want it to. We can always fix it. All right, so they have a lot of work to do with that. So we'll have them keep working on that. Are you not going to do the bathrooms? I feel like the bathrooms are kind of important. Are we researching? We need databanks. Where's Yed? Yed is not here. Pilot on board. All crew boarded. Where's Yed? Yed? Supplying research materials. Yed. Your job is piloting. This is what you do. I didn't mean to click that. Do you need that? You don't need that. We could give Yed astronomy. Here, Yed, you are master rocket pilot scientist. That is your only major job, Yed. Yed rocketry. No research. No supplying. No toggling. Let other people do these jobs for you. Okay? Do rocketry. Where's Yed? Did Yed just get a mood boost for being the center of attention? Stress, -5 per cycle. Where are you going? Oh, you're getting your rocketry helmet. Okay, that's fair. Okay, they're getting all the liquid out of here, which is good. Let's get this desalinator set up with the power. It's probably going to be a problem because it's too much, but by then we should hopefully not have... Can we mop this? We can. Okay, then let's deconstruct this. Deconstruct these. Let's double check power wires. Yeah. Deconstruct those. Good. All right, now, who can we get? Oxalate? For the other settlement, maybe? We don't have a spawn bill yet. We need to build this before... Techno Archmage looks like they're in rough shape. Let's enable this. Yeah, we just don't have... Don't enable this. We don't have oxygen for that. Yed? All right, Yed. It's time to shine. Tell me you're not going to the freaking rocket. Where are you going? Yed. Storing materials, hungry. Picked up eggshell. What priority is this rocket? Begin launch sequence. Oh. Wait. Yed's hungry. No, it's fine, because there's food on the ship. There's food on the ship. Phelan, how's it going? Rocket Man, correct. Tigger, correct. Thank you everyone for being here. Those of you that are still here, appreciate it. Wife called me at 10 this morning and said the vet had cancellation at 10:30. Can you get there? It's 20 minutes away. Panic? Panic. Yeah, that's not quite enough time. I struggle when asked to do things like 2 weeks away, and I'm like, that's not enough notice. I was like, I was supposed to get more notice than this. Where's my notice? Where's Yed? Yeah, it's probably relaxing because they're gonna get to go sit in a thing. They're gonna be sitting in a rocket ship by themselves for who knows how long. Does Yed really not want to do this for me? Because that's what it feels like. I'm still here, says Sheol. Thanks for still being here. All right, Yed. Are you gonna go to work? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna need bonus berries. If you're here, say something in chat. I'm gonna give you bonus berries. Oh, in the bathtub with Black Sparrow. Imagine my mods bathing together like this in front of all of chat. Something. Good. Yed. Storing plastic. All right. Did we do this plastic thing? Yes, we did. $1,000 plastic. All right. So now these people can get bedrooms. But first, They must earn their bedrooms by making a spam. What if we move the water sieve? Like, what if we do the water sieve down here? Instead. It's a little annoying, but... it's just a little annoying to relocate things sometimes. Oops. Oh. Okay, and then... we're gonna want to put, like, a proper floor in. But if we do this, then we can bring back the... instead of bringing back the polluted water, we just bring back clean water. To these containers. Or one of these containers. And also the spam. I keep doing it. Do we care how it goes down? Maybe not, but we could do it through the floor here. And then in. This is basically it. Who's suffocating? Why? Is it easy breezy? It's probably easy breezy. So I actually don't need all this ladder. What I need is you to dig this out. That's why we have all that ladder. Okay. Is he Ed? Why not? Where's Yed? Why won't Yed go to work? Fabrication supply to self. Fabrication supply to smoker. Priorities. Supplying. Store dirt. Self. What about your rocket? Why don't you want to go in your rocket yet? What do you mean low oxygen? Down here? Okay. Why won't you go to your rocket? Wait, maybe restarting it just worked. Restarting it just worked. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming now. Very nice. Okay, now we're gonna go into the recon vessel and have Yed unequip his suit and keep working on this machine, but unequip your suit. So this is what Yed does in here, and he does not have a bathroom, so he has to pee himself. But he has food, he has plastic to make the data banks out of, he has a bed to sleep in. So, could be worse. Kimbella's bored. Who's bored? Who's idle? Black Sparrow does not appear to be idle right now. Okay, maybe they found some stuff to do. Yeah, I think that this is kind of interesting, right? Because they have to have the suits to do it, but then Yed always takes a suit to go do the rocket stuff. I feel like Vexing Raven should not be doing other tasks. What do you all think about that? Like, maybe we just make it so Vexing Raven is not allowed to do anything but research. Wow, they're kind of already assigned that. Their digging skill is a 26. I don't want to tell them they can't dig. I want them to dig if they have nothing else to do. 0G manufacturing. That's right. Look at Yed. Although Yed does not appear to be floating around, but I do like how many bobs and whistles there are on this machine. You know, right now he's looking. Oh, the dog. Maybe he's having a bad day. Oh, I forgot to give the berries. Here, let me give you your bonus berries. For being here and awesome. Thanks, chat. Licking the water of himself. He got wet on the drive home because he stopped at Chick-fil-A, got a medium cup of water with no ice. Yeah. Second is carrier. And he's wearing half of it. Oh, yeah, probably. Gotta keep them cool on especially hot drives. Someone's boarding Kimbell again. How much oxygen do you have? You still have an okay amount of oxygen. Oh. Oh yeah, Yed, we still want you tidying. You know, this is fine with me. All right. That's fine with me. Vexing Raven, are you researching? Waiting for rad bolts. Interesting. You know, we could plan another resort here. If it's gonna help us with the rad bolts. My dupes can handle a little radiation, can't they? I think they can. Hello? Low oxygen. All right, Yed. Click on this suit. Yed. Recon vessel. How do I do this again? This. Change destination. Come home. I like how Yed's not actually driving the ship. I don't know how many we made. Twelve data banks. Yeah, just take a break for a bit, bud. Just take a break for a bit. Could you help with the other research? Is there other research? It's already done. It's just the rad bolts and the data analysis research, which I think Yeg can do astronomy. So Yeg can, we could do the telescope for Yed. Can he work here when he's not doing the thing? Let's look. Yed can do astronomy now. Yeah. So that's this. We don't need to do meteor shower identification because we're doing that with this space scanner. It's on a timer just so it doesn't run our battery all the time. This, I also would kind of want, but this isn't going to use, right? It doesn't use power unless they're operating it. Yeah, it's not using power unless they're in it. You know what could be kind of cool? When you have the bigger one, to bring like canisters of oxygen and a canister releaser thing. What, I forget what it's called. Canister emptier. So you would have a canister emptier and you would have canisters of oxygen and you would just like empty some of them while you're in space. You're saying I don't have anywhere to drop? This is a spot to drop. Interesting. Did that lum die? No, but I don't think this is working. All right, let's check what's going on here. So you need intake from these. We're going to disconnect this. We're going to deconstruct these power wires, or plumbing pipes. All those. I don't think we're going to send it back through at all, in fact. All that can be deconstructed. But start by making those, please. Okay, and then we're going to replace the floor with tile, which I can't do. So I'm just going to literally tell them to remove the floor out from this room, which they're going to love. Someone might get trapped over there, but it's fine. I don't care. I'll fix it. Okay, insufficient oxygen generation. So carbon dioxide is pulling down here. So if we're going to have a oxyfern, we're gonna want it down here somewhere. To do carbon dioxide. Is this carbon dioxide? That's carbon dioxide. We could put the oxyfern like here. I don't hate that. Let's build this. Then let's get water going to it. I kind of don't even care about doing that either. Okay, priority 9 that. They'll get more liquid in just a minute. Oh, just send it the other way. Just send it back through the other way. All right, who gave me an alert? Why was there an alert? We could do a pipe here that just lets them throw some liquid into this. This can be basically anything. I'm gonna make this lower. Now that we're doing the other option for the plumbing. Wait a second. There we go. Wait. It does need to come back through. Wait. Don't... Wait. Don't deconstruct this. Panic. Okay. It needs to come back through because of the cooling mechanism here. Otherwise, it'll never have any way to cool. So some of it that isn't going to go here would come back through and down. Some of this. I might just make like an overflow bridge. Wait, not there. Did it again. An overflow bridge. Like that. Yes. Who's singing? Should we send Yed back up into space? Probably. Destination set. Go into space. Begin launch sequence. Peat. Definitely the peat. I could use the peat. Okay, Yed's going up. We should go over to the other colony and, Okay, well, the pea water's still here, but otherwise it's fine, and Yed can do some stuff. Okay, waiting on rad bolts for the research, so the research isn't going to go anywhere right now. These ones need to work on their spawn. How far along have we gotten? We got a little ways there. Oxyfern, gonna go here. There's something wrong. This doesn't have power, first off. Because they didn't make this wire. Let's dig this so this water sinks down. Let's eat this Paku. And this swamp shard. They need more oxygen, like, real bad. So, the, slime situation. Do we have slime? If we could use this hydrogen to fix this up, that would be wonderful. We're gonna need to get power going to this thing. Do I do heavy watt? Because it's already up here. Maybe. Really, I should have made this spawn up there, but it's fine. I wanted to make it down here because of the temperature. It was already a hot area next to a cold area, so I thought I could make use of that. So let's just go priority 9. This is the most important thing for them to do now. Yeah, we don't have any oxygen. Okay. Also, priority 9 are these. Because we need to get water flowing to the oxyfern. Because that would produce some power. Or that would produce some oxygen. There we go. That's the word. How many have you made? 6 databanks. Okay. 6 databanks. Have you launched the rocket yet? Nice. Just saw it. Yeah. We're doing data analysis. We're halfway to researching the monument right now, Rith. Be alert. Your country needs alerts. Be alert. Your country needs you to alert. Enoch, hi. You're awesome. I had a OBS crash and we're having an interesting second half of stream where it doesn't remember the first half of stream and we played a different game and everything. It's a confusing day, but you know what? It's not always about the numbers. It's about the vibes, you know? Sometimes it's about the vibes. How's your oxygen? Unbreathable. Very breathable? Very breathable. You know what? Instead of this kind of power wire, let's do conductive. And let's automate oh boy. You know what? Forget the automation. Forget this right now. I didn't mean... Okay, I didn't mean to get rid of all that. Okay, power. Smart battery right here. Just start with this. This is the most important thing. Deconstruct the power wires, because we're gonna fix those to be heavy to conduits. Base. We'll go mesh tiles. I don't mind if we pick up carbon dioxide or polluted oxygen. I'd prefer not to pump the chlorine gas into my base, though. But we might be heading towards that anyway, even if we don't want to.
Commander UD is here, and he brought presents for everyone.
Commander UD, thank you again for the presents. Appreciate it as always. Okay, so... All right, what are we missing here? Disabled by automation grid. I did something wrong. It's the not gate. I don't need a not gate. I need a yes gate. The shut off confuses me. Because when it's active, I think it should be inactive. It's like backwards from what my brain thinks. Ooh, we're doing a little oxygen right here. Okay, just the little tiny bit of oxygen. We just got a little tiny bit of algae from the slime. Yeah, this is the highest priority for me right now. Where's Yed? Popped eardrums. I think I did it too long. Yed, did I do it too long? Yed's very sick from being in space for a long time. Oh! Cancel! Go home. Don't abandon ship. Go home. Oops. All right, yeah. You didn't put the suit on. Whatever. Y'all just sweep all this stuff up for me. And mop that. And, Yed's gonna be fine. Sure of it. Yed is very sick. Yed is very upset with me. Can Yed go to the hospital? Will that make Yed feel better? Nope. What if you go to the beach? Go to the beach? Alright, so why are these still not hot enough? Nin 19C. Let's make it hotter. That's not really making it hotter. I think actually keeping it in the loop when it's cooler would mean hotter liquid going up that way. $16C. Yeah, this liquid's too cold. It's like worse than the other liquid. I can make it hotter before it goes in there. By... Maybe we bypass this? Can we bypass this if it's not hot enough? So, like, if it's not a certain temperature, turn this thing off. Do I need the knot? I don't know that I need the knot, because I think I might be able to just say, forgot spacesuit, even if it happens to the best of us. Usually just once, because, yeah. No, so they're not supposed to be wearing the spacesuit in the rocket because they won't be getting enough oxygen. But I just set him up too many times in a row. I think I need to give him a little break from it because of the radiation sickness. I feel like this sensor might let me tell it to be lower than or higher than. So let's just not do the knot. Automate it this way. See if it works. And if it doesn't, we can change it. Okay. Yeah, I guess then we'll deconstruct this bridge and this bridge to send the liquid back until it's warmer. Just disable this right now. Beds? What do you mean beds? One or more duplicates can't reach their bed. Why not? Can we get these? Unreachable. Why? It's unreachable because of the masks, I think. Not because of... Because there's no masks here. You have one, and who else has one? Maybe I just need to deliver the second one. Yeah, just deliver another mask here. Where is it? Here. Deliver suit. Because I only see one being used, so now we'll have two. How's Yed doing? Yed's still really sick. Can you use this thing, please, Yed? Doesn't it look great? It looks like so much fun. Making any radiation meds? No, because we didn't have coal. But now we do. Have some. Alleviates food poisoning. I don't know if we're gonna have food poisoning. Alright. I gotta worry about these people. I gotta stop caring about the other people right now. These people are like dying over here. Okay, let's up the priority on this. We'll do like 8 cobalt ore. We'll have them work on that. We'll have them work on these things also as a high priority. Okay, we need to get the setup going for the hydrogen gas pump. We can't breathe in the thing that's going to be the thing that's supposed to help us breathe. Eventually. I don't know if I really need to. Oh. I might just try to get some venting out into this main room here, even though it won't look that great. Oh, you know what would look better? Put it behind the sculpture. I think that would look better. This is not going to be cold enough. This one should be fine. Yeah. Do some mellow mallows. Okay, so... This is a priority, this is a priority, this is a priority. The automation wires need to be built for this. Which will be going into the hydrogen, so we can wait on that. The pipe for the hydrogen should be made. Okay, they have a lot to do there. Idleness, who? Who's bored? I could give you work to do. I'm upset about this. My lums are starving and dying. We have 2 lums right now. We're gonna switch to incubating lums. Okay, I need the temperature in this to be higher, so let's send it backwards right now. We're just gonna have it all go temporarily. You know what, heck it, just send it into that system right now. Okay, if the temperature here is not above 25°C, then send it through. Let's make sure this is working correctly. Wait, this is disabled. Okay, but it's still working because it would be disabled by the automation grid. Perfect. So it sends it through if it's not warm enough. Now, what we need to do is we need to allow more liquid gas flow through. Why do we need to allow that? Because that's what's going to allow the hotter water to accumulate and make its way in. Okay, I'm going to keep a minimum in here. Can I do that? No, I need actual automation to do it. Yeah, I need automation to do it. If there's liquid in there, then do a buffer to keep this running? I don't think that's what we want. In fact, I might get rid of that because it's not doing what we want it to do. And... we're going to just try to get rid of that so we can allow hotter water to get in here. It's 18°C now. It's starting to get hotter. If I can get it hot enough that it'll hit 25, it should warm these up. Why are you not going down? Wait, wait, wait. Why are you not going down? Let's try this. This is output. Why is this not working? We could send it into the container instead. Maybe that'll help regulate out the temperature. No, it's not gonna go in there either? Why not? Why not? Dana can't find food? Are you sure? There's food. It's right here. You just gotta go grab it. Oh my gosh. I wonder if we should send someone else to space. Like, should we get more people to go to space now that Yed's freaking out about it? Or, you know? I don't want any of these. I need to get their morale up here. So more people is not going to be the best solution. In fact, what we really need to do is build them some proper bedrooms, I think. I think that would be a really good solution for trying to get them to be happier. How big do their bedrooms need to be? That's 6 across and 5. That should be big enough. 30. 24 towels to make a private bedroom. We just need to build 5. So we could totally just do them up here. Something like this. Now, do I think my people want to live up here where it's this hot? Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, at least the oxyfern's making some oxygen, so we're actually making some oxygen. Just take the deuce because I don't care, because we're not doing it. All right, let's go back to Kimbella and see if we can get some more data science going on. Okay, Yed is fine now. Yed is ready to go back into space.
Oh no, squid!
Oh no, squid! 25C sounds lovely. Kryzen 34C. My goodness. Yeah, we need 25C for the overgrown nodes. They want warmer water, and the water's too cold. I'm awake again. I see you got PC sorted. Yeah, Omirin, we're back. It's unfortunate because obviously, like, it does affect things to have, like, a big drop like that, like, numbers and whatever wise. But we were having so much fun, and I really wanted to play some more Oni, so I'm really glad to get the additional time for some Oni, you know? Only 350 plastic here, but honestly, that's a lot. So maybe we just clean this place up and send Yed back into space. We've been sending Yed into space to work on data analysis, making data banks, orbital data analysis. And then with that orbital data analysis, we're finishing up the research for the monument. So we're actually in, like, really good spot. Okay, we're suffocating. Darl and friends are suffocating. Let's have this airlock opened. Oh no. Oh no, they're running back and forth. Oh no. Okay, they found some air. It's okay. They're gonna be all right. Open the doors. When you can. Open the doors when you can. But go get oxygen first. That was scary. That was scary. They almost both died over here. This whole thing, like, kind of needs to get going. I think the most important part is getting the electrolyzers powered up. Not even the stuff at the top. Or this. I think the number one thing is getting the electrolyzers going. If we can get the electrolyzers going, we're making oxygen. So that's what really matters. Let's also have the... deconstruct this door, I guess, because we can't open it. So just deconstruct it. Are you okay, Bree? It's a rough life. You should be wearing masks now, which will help you breathe. But someone needs to open that door. Thank you. Techno Archmage, always doing the important jobs. No one's gonna sweep this. Wait, Ren, thank you so much for sweeping the rotten stuff out. Okay, we're gonna tell Yed to go back into space, okay? Go on, Yed. Go back up into space. Just for a little bit. Just a little bit more time in space, Yed. Like, don't you want to? You're saying a lot of words that I use on a regular basis in real life. Like, oh no, and they're suffocating. My bedroom should be 24 towels, no work facilities, all floored, end table and dresser. That's right. Is now lurking over 0. Thanks for lurking. We're waiting for Yed. There's Yed. Okay, Yed, drop your suit. Two databanks. It seems like he's doing a lot more, but it takes time to make databanks. I'm not greedy. Would it be greedy to want more than that? No royal jade bed. Oh, yeah. That would be it. Look at the Yed shake that booty. Yeah, this machine in particular, they're like using their butt. They're like gyrating in order to produce floppy disks. This is the movement that you must participate in. All right, how are we doing here? We're out of water. What happened? What happened? No, it's the output pipe. Let some of the water flow. Let some of it flow. They gotta use the bathrooms. If you could just build these pipes right here, that would make all the difference. Liquid pipe, and liquid pipe. And you know what? They might need it. I'm just realizing that they might need access like this. Like this. We don't want to give them access through there. Okay, so the oxyfern is growing, is creating oxygen from water and making polluted water. No, it doesn't make polluted water. It just eats water. But that should be okay as long as we can keep the water flowing over here to these. We haven't turned this back on. This one's filled with polluted water. This one's clean, and this one's clean water. Empty pipe. Right, because of these right here. All right, let's check on Yed. Yed's peeing himself. 7 data banks. Not bad. How's the oxygen? You still got some air. Says very breathable, Yed. One must embody the floppy. You're right. That's totally why he has to do it like that. He's just embodying the floppy. Are you right, Yed? All right. You're doing great. I don't know why every once in a while he decides that it's important to mop, and other times he doesn't care about the mopping at all. There's only one person, so he, like, doesn't need that much oxygen. I don't know that I want him to sleep here, though. Ideally, we wouldn't have him sleep here. No, let's bring you home, Yed. Go ahead and put back on your suit. And now he's home, so he can't do it anymore. And he's gonna take the data banks, because they're super important, and he's gonna come back down here. And where are the other Atmos suits? I see one. Ooh. I might have them deliver another one. I don't know. It seems like one might be missing. So the scanner just scans? Scan network quality 26%. What does that mean? I wonder if we need a longer period. It might just be because of the iron. I'm not sure. Let's look at our research progress. So it's actually funny because it feels like the rad bolts is the thing we're falling behind on. Interesting. Well, I guess they'll keep working on it. Let's go look at this place. No power. Power it up. Power it up. Power it up. Okay, and then we're gonna switch to the hydrogen generator, obviously. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it here. Okay, Dana is powering it up, which means we're starting the process of getting hydrogen at the top. I'm going to allow them to do this one. We're going to say above 1,000 is probably a little high. We could do 750. We're going to want to do the same thing for these down here, though. And automate them. Wait. One of them with this one of them with that one. Look, all I care about is that we're getting some oxygen right now. But they need to make these pipes. Insufficient iron. Okay. This should all be made out of cobalt. I don't know why it's not. Okay, we'll just make more cobalt. Just make more cobalt, please. There's oxygen. It's just not very much, and it's concerning, obviously. Scanners are not entirely needed anymore, but I'm verging on back seating if I say more. Okay. I'll let you know if I want more detail. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Why is this not working? No power. Priorities. Dana should be prioritizing operating. Shouldn't they? Okay, it might be that Dana can't do it by themselves. So we could get some other folks to help. Just until we can do it all, because Dana's got to do the cooking and do this and operate this. That's a lot. All right, that's officially getting some oxygen into our base. So that's not bad at all. We are going to be enclosing the bottom of the spawn now that there's no more carbon dioxide down there. Squash fries. Okay, we have 5 duplicates here, and we have 15 here, and we have like the same amount of food. So we're gonna take the squash fries over here. It's because of the overgrow nodes. So can I fix this problem? Like, are we fixing this problem? No, we are not. Why won't you go in there? There we go. Go in there. All of this liquid, go in there. Okay, now, liquid bridges. We're gonna deconstruct both of you. It's getting really close. The water is 24C. 24C. We're getting the water hotter. We're getting the water hotter. And I know you're probably like, yeah, but it's cooling down here, isn't it? Yeah, it might be a little bit, but it's fine. We want it to cool down some. We want the hot water to go up there, and then we want cooler water to go this way. It's like, it's a time. I don't know if it's ever gonna go through. You know what else we could do? We could make it so it doesn't go through this whole line. That would keep it hotter, wouldn't it? I think so. Inactive. Above 24C, though. Active? Oh. Oh, if it's below 25C, that's what I want. If it's below 25C, send it through there. If it's above 25C, only go up there. And then from here... deconstruct that. Nope. There we go. I did the wrong one. What's the temperature in here? There's no hot water going in there. Enabled by automation grid. Wait, it's happening now. It's happening now. Yes! It's happening! Alright, make these bridges. Everything I'm telling them to build has been going down as a priority 8. That's great. I'm sure that's good for us. Everything's a priority, so nothing's a priority. Yay. Okay, we'll make this an 8. How's Yed? I mean, how's Yed's pod? Let's haul that stuff. We're not really making more plastic. This bit of research is kind of coming to a screeching halt. I assume that has something to do with the priority of which we're taking care of these Luras. So maybe we'll up the priority on the Luras to see if we can catch... Mimikas in them a little more often. I also think we should wrangle some of these. There's a lot of them right there. All right, let's check our plumbing situation. But the water's hotter now. It's 20C now. I mean, at this point, I almost just want to, like, heat up this area temporarily and then cool it off again. Like, that's so ridiculous, but, like, I almost want to because I don't know what else to do. Thermal regulator cools the gas pipe through it, but outputs heat in the immediate vicinity. Perfect. No, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna get a D20 tattoo. You should. What number will it show? Oh no, more things to decide. Well, I'm just average, so it'd be somewhere between 9 and 11. Yeah, I thought about doing my lucky number 13, but then I was like, well, then I'll never roll a 20 again. And now it's like a question, did I do myself by making it a 20? Did I get all the good rolls in on the tattoo? Probably not. We're probably good. Oh, fair. Okay, let's just get rid of this plant pot then. And we'll put a plant here. Hi, kitty. Feisty. Hi. What's happening here? We don't need any of those. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing with the liquid from these except that we're gonna connect it over and through. Remember what I decided we were gonna do? Hi, kitty. Yeah, you're noisy, but I hear ya. I hear ya, the noisy butt. Okay, and then plumbing, insulated pipe, will bring it down the fire pole. And what we're gonna do, probably, is connect it through like that, and then just disconnect it from there. Yeah, that'll work well. So let's do that. Let's work on that. We don't have that much food. We can roast up some mimolets. If we don't have food, we're gonna toast some mimolets. Toast them all. Toast them all. If we had mushrooms, you could eat them. I don't think we're gonna have mushrooms, though. Yeah, we don't have these things. That's fine. Barbecue, cooked seafood, frost bun. We could kill something that we could eat. What can we eat? Can we eat you? Yeah, let's eat one of you. That's some food. That creature provides sustenance. Did you leave the meat? Y'all, this is 12,000 kilocalories. Pick it up. Pick it up. I don't think we have anywhere that can store it. All right, how's my recon vessel look? It looks pretty good. Should we send Yed back out into space? I think Yed's doing fine. Let's do it. Change. Space. Begin launch. Please do. Make it a brew. Enjoy. I need to take a little break to put some eye drops in my contacts. I have no idea how long I've been live. Oh, I usually stream about an hour more than this. Okay. Because of the stream crashing and breaking, it's a little harder to tell. Idleness? Who's idle? Who's idle? Actually, let's check on Mookie out, because these are the ones that are way more important. Okay, priority 9. This stuff. All of it. Auto this. We're getting some more oxygen, which is great. We're going to disable this because there is breathable oxygen. For right now, I just want to hold off on pumping it all. I need them coming over to this manual generator. We're going to be disabling this one once we get power in the spawn. That shine bug got stuck in here, which is a little unfortunate. I guess I could save its life. What? It's because the buffer's too long. Heck. Oops. I let all the water flow through and now there's no water. We have polluted water in this storage container over here, but that's not really going to help that much over here unless I figure out a way to get it to go back out through to the other place. like if I get rid of this sieve, then it will do just that. Good. Do that. I think that's what we wanted to do anyway. Flow it that way instead of this way. We could even get rid of this sieve. I don't think it's doing anything anymore. I don't see a purpose in it. He had made a mess, as we assumed he would. Ninja Scene, how you doing? Happy Thursday. How you doing? We're getting close, but like not close enough. Where is my other? Go to Cambella. No rad bolts, you say? 10 rad bolts stored. So we must just be doing it as soon as we get the rad bolts. There really is no better place for radiation than right in the middle of my base where all these Wheezwords are. So I guess we're doing our best here. I'm noticing a lot more liquid accumulating over here. We could just let the polluted water, if we're doing this thing with the salt water, we could just let the polluted water be and not use it in the main system. But I already redirected our, like, our polluted water. Oh, it's here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Sends the polluted water through here instead of through the metal refinery. And then let's queue up some metal for refining in Cambella. We'll make some more steel too. How much refined carbon do I have? I guess I gotta click here. Refined carbon, 2,000. How much lime do I have? Oh my goodness. 175 kilograms of lime. Pokeshell malts. We could do some eggshells into some more lime, maybe. How's Yed? Starting to run out of air. Let's go home. Okay, yeah, let's go home. Wait. Yeah, it's got some air in the Atmos suit. How much oxygen is in this Atmos suit? How do I tell? Isn't it the blue thing below his face? Isn't that how much air he has? I feel like it's a lot. About 7 hours. Yeah, MJ, thank you. All right, let's send Yed home. Because now it's starting to look like he has less air. And the data banks are obviously the highest priority sweep. He grabs them immediately because he is good Yed. We're gonna mop that. So this is the polluted water. And honestly, to make it easier on ourselves, we could just dump it right here. So that's what I'm gonna tell them to do. Take the polluted water and just drop it here. I don't care if they do this one or this one, so let's set them the same priority. 8, good. Insufficient amber. Yeah. That's strange. We could plant more Lauras. Yeah, let's do it. Someone will build it. Someone will build it. Someone will build it. I think the blue thing is though 2 bar. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Someone will not build it. Invisible Man. Of course it's Invisible Man. Invisible Man always there to build things when I need things built. So 81 out of 250. This is quite the process. What do you mean you don't have enough liquid? Output pipe filled. Oh. Fair. Yeah, don't bypass it at all. I might just leave that pipe there, even though that pipe is definitely in the way. No power! Oh no. Wait, where does this thing get powered? Because to me, it looks like I should just connect it to the heavy watt, which I think I'm gonna do right now. Hot enough? Hot enough? Okay. I'm disconnecting these. What? Who am I disconnecting here? This? I think so. I need to get those overgrown nodes growing. This one's not high enough. Let's increase the priority on the insulated pipes, maybe. It's 24C in here. We could go 27 if we wanted, like, make it hotter. But I really just wanted it to be close. Maybe 26. Starvation, Techno Archmage. Do we not have food? No, we have food. We have food. Look at my spam! Okay, so here's the problem. Right now, I see that there's a lot of hydrogen and not a lot of oxygen. So we got to get this going. We're gonna... prioritize that, prioritize that, prioritize that. Dana? Dana? You have no oxygen, Dana. Get out of there, Dana. Dana! Drop the suit. It's why you have no air. Dana almost died because they were just wearing a suit, even though they didn't need to be. Good job, Dana. All right, so now we're going to build that. And we're going to build that. Oh, I was like, is Bree stuck? But then I remembered they can get around. Okay, so there's a lot of oxygen being pumped up here that's like really hot, and eventually we're gonna want to change how it works, and we're gonna bring it through here. Can I not get this to merge? I can't get it to merge. Hold on. We're gonna get a wrong element into the hydrogen generator, but just temporarily, and then it should all be hydrogen after that. Okay, so someone needs to make me this tile right here. Then we should be able to disable this generator. Disable. Build the things. Darl's got it. They just need air. They need air. And I wanted this to be a place where hydrogen accumulates. So this is the way that I do it. We'll also get the same thing with the Atmos sensors at the bottom. I don't care if a little bit of hydrogen got out, but for the most part, we've fixed the situation. A temporary fix, because obviously that oxygen is too hot to just like keep pumping into the base all the time. But for now, there's oxygen going into the base. I vaguely remember that just removing it to breathe if there's oxygen around. Yeah, exactly. Oh, they should remove it to breathe if there's oxygen around, but I don't think they do. Twitching, they're really dumb. Like, Dana was just riding on that manual generator and not removing it, even though they were suffocating because of that. All right, we're gonna do it again. Once again, sending Ed to space. Ed probably loves this. Maybe, maybe not. There's some hydrogen here that I'm kind of surprised to see accumulate here. We could definitely do something about it. I think that you should get away from that spot where the hydrogen is accumulating, because we do have hydrogen generators over here, so we could pump it over here to use it. This makes me pretty happy. Oh. Yeah, let's replace that airflow tile with closed-in tiles so we don't get any more yucky inside the base. Still not hot enough, you say? 21C in the pipes. Yeah, I think we might have to go hotter than this. The thing is the liquid is definitely hot enough, right? How hot's this liquid? 25C. The liquid's hot enough, kitty. The liquid is hot enough, kitty. We can get rid of a couple more of these pipes. They're not really doing it, but they could do it eventually. All right, Mookie all. Breathability. Who's suffocating? Techno Archmage, are you stuck? Techno Archmage. Maybe they were trying to work on this. Maybe don't do that? Maybe like dig over here first. And maybe we even go down a little bit further and dig out some of this coal. But let's enable the oxygen mask. And then let's also... No, I think this is fine. Okay. I think we should be siphoning some of this hydrogen off for power for the rest of the base. Because otherwise we're going to end up with too much hydrogen. We could do the same thing I did elsewhere, which is a gas valve. I think it'd be better to have it automated with something like a gas shutoff, which we can like work on later. But for now, I think it's just a good idea to get it going. Somehow, some way. And probably the best way would be to just have another hydrogen generator next to the first one that is connected back to the main power system. So heavy wire comes down, maybe. Down and through. I don't really care for these doors anyway, so let's just get rid of them. Like, this room is nice, but, like, do we need it to be nice? I don't think so. Ooh. Are we still sending databanks back? Yes, we are. Good. Good. Send databanks we find back to them. All right, and then let's get the power, the heavy watt wire. We'll get it to run down and over like this to another hydrogen generator like this. Uh-oh. I wonder if the suit has any oxygen in it. Durability 1%. Wow. Okay, so Yed's suit has no durability. I think I scored a trust point with my son today. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Anytime you can get like a little bit closer like that is just huge. We've been getting, we're like switching to autopilot. We're getting into some much more in-depth conversations with Mini-Orama about, like, you know, following the rules and understanding, like, when you have to kind of, like, be quieter, like when you're inside, using inside voices, and having these conversations with him and trying to get him to understand, like, when it's important to, like, ask questions and when it's important to just kind of, like, you know, it's hard. It's hard, right? He called me to come get him and the call didn't come through. The receptionist told him he was welcome to hang out and wait for me to show up. Less than 3 minutes later, he was climbing into my truck. I was already there. So he was thinking, oh no, I'm going to have to sit here and wait. And you already were on top of it. You were right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's really huge. Just being reliable, letting them know that you'll always come back. You'll always be there for pickup. You'll always, you know, right? Warehound. Hi, friend. Speaking of parents, our newest parent in the community, Warehound, brand new parent. Very tough job. Oh, it's happening again. Oh no. Warehound, I'm abusing Yed because I keep making them do stuff even though that they ran out of oxygen. I think that's why your eardrums are popped. Wait, overpressure. Wait, don't go. Hold on.
What?
Stay right here.
We just shared 150 bits.
Why isn't he eating? Hungry. Squid, thank you so heckin' much for the astronaut orbiting where Yet is. Thank you for the heckin' support, the 150 bits. Yedzamati's used to abuse. Yeah, why does he have a sword back? Hungry. Yed, you may take a midday break if you need it. Yed, eat some food! Thank you! My goodness. Yed is awesome. Yed is one of my favorites. If y'all don't know, Yed is someone that I've been hanging out in his community since long before I started streaming. He got me more involved on Twitch, and then at a certain point, I decided to give streaming a shot myself. He's an awesome, good friend of mine, and now someone I'm happy to say is also an IRL friend of mine, because we finally got to meet and hang out in person as well. During our friend Easy Breezy's wedding. Easy Breezy having her birthday today. So lots of awesome things. Tough job, terrible hours, horrible pay. I wonder why anyone would apply to be a parent. Yeah, right? Escada, seriously. There's some really wonderful things about it, but it is very much a tough job. Long hours. No one's paying me at all to do it. How you doing, Yed? Running out of oxygen? Not yet. I think I thought the popped eardrums was because of the ship, but I actually think the popped eardrums were because it's overpressured in here. So, like, it's still the case. Oh, maybe these just don't emit in a spaceship. Okay, we gotta get Yed home. Yed's getting the radiation sickness. All right, Yed. All right. You can come home. We'll get Yed some rad pills. They'll be fine. All right, let's check this out. How does this look? Looks good so far. We just really need to be siphoning some of this hydrogen off. Okay, if it's above 500 Gs, 500 grams, pump oxygen. Now, another thing I would like to do is I would like to make the second one go into these masks instead. I think that would be nice. Or even to split this, so some of it goes there and some of it goes there instead of pumping and filtering. We just send some of it over. Now, we're gonna need to replace those tiles and these tiles, but we can do that. Okay, and then this is gonna be like small. And another hydrogen generator. Right here. Let's check the... Not liquid pipes. Gas pipes. That's what I need to check. Okay, so this one has to go there. We'll do this instead. That'll work better. We got rid of this door so we can connect those up. We got rid of this so we can do that. Good. Good. We didn't need to go there. I'm going on a quick break. Oh, the pay is actually amazing. Yeah. It's pretty small. Long pauses in between. It's like, you know, that moment where your kid is like my kid, like he's 3. So if he's like, I love you, I'm like, I must be the best mom ever because my kid like doesn't say things he doesn't mean. So it's like the best moment ever. Let's take a quick little break. I want to keep streaming for a little bit. It's only 5:30. I highly recommend that you take a break. So let's just do some clips, even though we had a lot of clips earlier. And that way we can keep working on things. Look at all the pips. We could literally be eating pips if we had no hearts. Sweep, high priority. Don't let the critters eat it. No, they're coming for our food. Kill them.
I do think we might have to hunt some more adorable animals. And I know we don't love to hear that. Pygmies become a child with their little tiny head.
Why is their head so small? No! Can we undo?
It is a good day to die.
I'm so sorry, FG. Oh my gosh, I did not know that they would have to deconstruct this. Oh my gosh. Wait, they don't! You just can't get out because there's... Oh my gosh, it's this. It's this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, wait. No, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, Ren. No, cancel. Go. No, Schmuckle. Run. Schmuckle. What are you doing? Schmuggle's dead. I think Schmuggle's dead. Go! Go, 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 go! Ah! Ah! Nothing to see here. It's fine. When they don't really poop and pee, they kind of pee. They just release polluted water. When they release polluted water, make babies. I'm gonna make them a freaking tube television. If I was trapped in the sea ice, I would want a tube television. Lob, just wear your freaking marine armor. Squid, wear your freaking recon armor. Stop putting on dusters, you silly butts. Oh! Emo's a bot. Emo's not real, obviously. Emo, the baby, all of it. I made it up. Okay, clicking through every single scene.
Okay.
These are all my scenes.
God, no. Go. What are you doing? Why?
Emo's gonna die.
That's it. There's no brain coral. This. Oh God. I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna die again. This is gonna happen.
Trapped in underwater caves is like my worst nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah. God damn it.
You're almost there.
I might pop in and grab him.
Put it in. Put it in. Get it in. Get it in, Emo! Emo, get it in!
Yeah! Go! Jesus. Okay.
All right, so the question is emo still a mod? And the answer is no. He's not a mod anymore. But he didn't get fired. He just got let go. Emo got let... A what now? A smog sluglet. A tubby little smog sluglet. In time it will mature into a smog slug. Well, what now? Produces hydrogen. What the heck? What does it consume? It just toots hydrogen? So why does this not have power? Does nothing have power? Oh, because this is supposed to be self-regulating and it's not. Okay. That's fair. What if we... Oh my gosh, this is me realizing there's a freaking prehistoric planet pack manual generator and I haven't been using it. I'm so disappointed. I'm fired. Look at these. That's way more prehistoric. Yes, the ad happened. Yes. Phelan, yes. The pay is actually amazing for parenting. You don't start getting paid until years in, and even then it's pretty small. Long pauses in between. You don't get any return investment until the start of the third decade. Yeah, so in terms of that, like, I obviously think that there's a return on the investment much earlier in the process of being parent. I was saying that even when they just, like, there's, like, little things that they say or do that just, like, makes you, I don't know, feel wonderful. And then you're just like, this is great. So my example was, like, my kid, because he won't say anything he doesn't mean. He'll say things, like, he'll say something like if he tells me he loves me, and I'm like, that just, you know, made my day, because he won't say things he doesn't mean. And knowing that he must really mean it and must really love me, and it's just, like, super sweet, because he doesn't say it all the time. He says it, like, just sometimes, because that's when he really means it, you know? Oh, I had an idea about the recon vessel. So, these are airflow tiles. I'd like to switch them to mesh tiles, so that way when he pees, it all falls down here. Second of all, I'd like to store the rad pills in here. Store the rad pills in there. That's the way to do it. Store them in there. All right, let's go back and look at Mukial. All right, so I'm gonna need you to do this on kind of a high priority so we can get this hydrogen taken care of, because it's kind of a problem. We can't do this because they haven't made this tile, so make this tile and this tile. That's why they can't get over here. And we need to get over here. I'm excited about that. I don't mind that it makes hydrogen. I'm just recognizing that we need to be dealing with the hydrogen at the top, which we were already starting to work on. All right, so do we have the red pills? We have plastic and oxalate. Why do we have oxalate in here? Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not gonna have oxalate in here. You know, maybe we'll just see what happens if we leave the oxalate on the ground. Like, will it start sublimating in space? Because I'm getting the impression that they won't sublimate at all in this little pod. Oh my gosh, wait, they recorded a... Snuck a GoPro in to record a bunch of bullies picking on a first grader. Wanted to punish them for doing the recording. Wow. Yeah. Like, actually misguided. Don't you understand? There's another smug slug egg. I wonder if once you start... Do these toot hydrogen? Yes, they do. Oh. I wanted to go to this, probably. I think just bringing it over is a fine way to do it. We'll just bring this up, 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 over, down, over, down. Okay, and then connect it back to the hydrogen over here. Okay, and then we will power it up with the heavy watt wire because it's right here. And I'm gonna give them like a little like ladder if they need it to get up there. All right, how we doing on Mukial? It says crops. Yeah, fertilization. Sulfur. So you're saying I don't have sulfur. Maybe just dig that out. I mean, there's lots of spaces to get sulfur. Maybe that's not the best place to. Okay. So only do this if the battery gets empty. Okay, and then this will keep it full. And then what I did, which I don't know if is the best, but I connected it back to the same power transformer that this one's connected to, which is probably not the way to do it, but here we are. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of these pipes. The bog buckets are at least growing now, so food should be a little bit better. Output pipe is full for the sink in the kitchen, which is a little unfortunate. But it's just because this isn't moving. I'm really surprised it's not with the oxyfern and the oxygen production down here. Let's get this built, please. Oh, look at that. Oh. Okay, with this, we should be able to deconstruct both this vent, this pump, and this filter. As well as the vent. And then the oxygen will eventually flow into those masks, and I don't know. We need this built so we can siphon some of the power off. We don't have that much coal. Oh, I can put a smart battery here. Okay. I am gonna automate it. All right, Yed. Where are your rad pills? Zero units. Someone took them. Must be taken daily. All right. Consumables. Okay, the rad pill is for Yed. How do I get down to Yed? Get down to Yed. Yed gets rad pills. No one else. Just Yed. Everyone stop using my rad pills. You're not going to space, are you? Those are for Yed. This is still not hot enough and I'm mad about it. No, there's no water in there. Why is this not running? Oh, 26 is fine. Do it. Let's try 26. Because they're not getting any water right now. Body temperature. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. We're literally cooling this space right now. And I'm about to build a heater. Like, what? But like, what if I just for a little bit? What if we just heat it for a little bit? We're working on it. All right, this is filled with plastic, not rad pills. Let's get them to change these to... or maybe just one of them? No, do all of them. Just do it all. Idleness, Kimbella. My research is kind of coming along. It's just taking a really long time. The rad bolts here, this is a problem. There's no power. Wait. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Does it still collect rad bolts? No, it doesn't. I'm so mad. That was dumb. I disconnected it because it wasn't getting enough power. Yeah, you took him out for ice cream after that. Yeah, I think so. I think, like, taking him out for ice cream, talking to him about it, like, explaining why the principal might be, like, misguided in their analysis of the situation and why what they did was trying to be helpful and trying to help protect someone who's getting picked on, you know? I mean, not that I'm an expert by any means, but I definitely would want to have a separate conversation with my kid about that. All right, so... Ooh, you're putting more plastic in and not rad pills. Why is that? Are we not making rad pills? Dreamvid, can you do some doctoring for me? Oh, Dreamvid's doing doctoring for me! Thank you, Dreamvid. Dopamine berries. Thank you, Dreamvid. They're hanging out by the heater. We're just gonna heat it for a little bit. I don't really know what else to do. It seems incredibly silly, but I'm just doing it. I don't really want dupes because the more dupes I have, the more people I have to worry about getting up to high morale. So like in this colony, it's not so bad, but over here, the morale is not nearly as high. If we look at the colony summary for Home Sweet Home, the folks that are living here are the ones that aren't up to morale. Techno Archmage and Darl in particular. We could see about making some beds for some of them, which I think would be a really good idea. In fact, we sent the plastic over to make the 5 beds. We just need to get a second bedroom made. How big does the bedroom have to be? Didn't someone say there has to be a certain height? Minimum height, 4 tiles. Okay. And 24 tiles. But what about the luxury barracks? Minimum height, 4 tiles, 12 tiles. We could do a luxury barracks instead. Dig this out. Connect this up. Dig this out. Have 1 luxury barracks there, 1 luxury barracks here. I think that's what we do. I think it's the best call. I also think that if we're going to be doing all this, we should probably put an airflow tile at the top somewhere. Not a mesh tile, because then it'll just flow through the water. I don't see any rat pills in the storage container.
Good night,
It was
y'all.
the second complaint filed against her. She retired early. Good. Yeah, hopefully there's a good replacement for sure. I wish there were conditionals on medicine related to exposure. Yeah. I mean, it does say to take the red pills daily, so that's just kind of annoying, but I said that only Yed can take them, and I don't know. It says access restricted. I don't know. Weepy blue. We'll send Yed to space again in the morning. At least we're collecting rad bolts again. That's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I messed that up. We could filter it. Let's just filter it. We'll do... this. We'll do this. Send it back. Oh, these, you know what? We'll do the vent. We'll do another vent down here somewhere because the inputs. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It'll just send hydrogen up there. Can I... All right, this is priority 9. Thank you. Let's go to the recon vessel. Let's set it up to send Yed to space again. Was Yed already here? Yep. Yed was already here. Okay, good work, Yed. What's flooding? Oh, God. The mud came out. Can you build this? I mean... at this point, it's too late. Like, what do you... Just dig it all out. Forget it all. We don't care. Heck it. Burn it all down. I mean, I guess we don't care. I kind of cared, but at this point, what else am I supposed to do? Relocate the Paku here. How many Paku are there? Just one? Okay. And then we're gonna eat this Paku. The Paku egg should be fine. I don't think it needs water. Cool. Too much liquid. This is disgusting. Our whole base is gross. No. All right, that should help a little bit with not getting hydrogen, because that's what happened here. The repair task is because they got a little hydrogen on the masks. Okay. Who's boarding Kimbella? Vexing Raven is waiting. Should I give you some digging to do? Who excavates? I don't know. Waiting for materials. Now there's no liquid? I don't know. I don't know why we had to do that. Body temperature, yeah. Like to drop off a Mimika here, but it doesn't seem like they're ever doing that. Aricia, how's it going? How was stream? Hope you had a great stream, Oni. I love this game. I've been recently getting super hooked on it. Yeah, I can't even help myself. I've been having such a blast. We're getting really close to Home Sweet Home.
I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
So we're working on the research for the monument to make like the colonize imperative. I've never done it before. I think it'd be pretty neat. How was your stream? What were we working on? Ricia? You just launched your first Radbolt rocket. Ooh, a Radbolt rocket. I've never done a Radbolt rocket. That's very exciting. That's super cool. We have a Yed up here doing data analysis for us, orbital data analysis. They're gonna pee on the ground soon. It's just what they do when you're hanging out in space. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, that's super cool. I am enjoying the new DLC. So the thing is with the new DLC that's been really great is the Prehistoric Planet Pack is the first time I've ever completed a colony imperative. And so like I think it's part of what's made me like so feisty for more Oni is like having completed the last line of defense. I don't know, felt pretty good. During the space program, you too can be forced to pee in space. That's right, you could. You could be forced to pee in space just like Yed. How much air does Yed have? Not very much. At all. All right, it's time to go home. So this is our Prehistoric Planet Pack. This is the one that made it to the 200 cycles and blasted Demolier out of space. But then I decided I might as well expand, and I expanded to another asteroid via the spaced out options, you know, for lack of I don't really want to like spoil it for everyone if people don't know. There's things here that do the things. We just got a spawn build on our second settlement, so that's good. It's gonna help regulate our oxygen a bit. I was using an oxyfern, but we're gonna have to move it lower. Maybe even a lot lower. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. I was mostly using it because in a pinch I felt like I really needed it. I don't want them using this manual generator. I would like this hydrogen generation thing to just kind of self-regulate. So if there's hydrogen, pump it in, use it for power. Frankly, we could almost have two. I'm gonna... The coal is already turned really low. I don't know. But now that I got these smog slugs going, I'm very excited about the prospect of using hydrogen for power. Also, we have overgrown nodes growing very nicely in this settlement. So obviously temperature is... I finally got a cooling loop going, and now it's too cold. Well, the wheeze words are making it cold, but I've got a cooling loop going with the steam turbine and the aqua tuners. I've never done that before. I did that. Now it's too cold for the overgrown nodes. I like that you got P in the rocket. It's an O2 source. Yeah, so we were actually talking about that a little. It's not off-gassing. When he mops it and it's... Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's because it's in the bottles. I wonder if I have to leave it on the ground, because now it's off-gassing. I don't know. I don't know. But let's go back to Mookie y'all and... Okay, no. Disable that generator. Do not get on the manual generator. In fact, deconstruct it. You're not even allowed to use that. No. Did you hear me when I said no? Because the answer is no. All right, we might eat one of the plug slugs. They're crowded. I'm very excited about the fact that they have a spam. I don't know what else they're gonna do, but they have a spam. Are they really not mopping this layer up? Okay, mop that up. Then let's go ahead and do on a fairly standard priority some beds. We're gonna need to fit 2 in one room and 3 in the other. But we're also gonna need some good decorations. Especially if I have them this packed. So let's look at maybe we'll do a hanging pot in here. Aricia, if you need to go lurking and do post-stream self-care, please make sure to do so. It's important that you take good care of yourself, especially at the end of a long stream. I super appreciate the raid. Raiders that may not know me, I do play a lot of colony management games. I do get known for getting like hyper fixated into these complex games and super absorbed. So I apologize that I'm doing that right now to you. I know it looks like I've only been live for 2.5 hours, but I've actually been live for like 8. We just had technical difficulties that reset the stream partway through. So it's been a day. It's been a day. Leofar, thanks for coming in the raid. I read your message and I didn't say a proper hello. Hello, Lanix. Good to see you. Yeah, it looks like Yet is just sitting there trying as hard as he can to fix whatever it is that just keeps popping out of the machine, right? Like, push it back in. If you push it back in, it might be okay. Emic, how's it going? Thanks for lurking. 8 hours sharp. We're at the 8-hour mark right now. Yeah, I gotta pack for camping. We might not be able to go too much longer because of that. All right, let's get some art in there. Once they get some of these beds made. We brought plastic over from our bigger, more established colony. Look at the research, though. 114 out of 250. Here I was thinking that the data banks were going to be the problem. Turns out the material analysis ended up being a little bit of a problem. Vexing Raven, where are you? What are you doing that isn't research? And also, don't we have someone else that can help with materials research? Meeplican? Meeplican. Please help with applied sciences. Okay. MJ says, okay. Okay. I don't want to stop because I love hanging out with all of you here. But also, I think it would probably be good that I pack for camping. Because we're going to leave right after work tomorrow. And I am working my other job tomorrow. Okay. So now we get rid of this and the gas pipe. And now this should pump the hydrogen down there. The only thing is, I don't want this to go all the time. I only want this to go if there's enough hydrogen to have hydrogen like sitting here. So we're gonna do an ammo sensor. I know it's like I do a lot of simple automation. I don't do a lot of really complicated automation. I like the automation aspects of the game, but that's not the right sensor. Gas element sensor. My bad. I was just gonna say that these are super helpful, even if you can't really like grasp some of the more complex aspects of automation in this game. Even the basic automation makes a big difference. Okay, so this is now hot enough for the overgrow node. How hot? Just barely. We're just barely hot enough. But you know what? I'm doing it because I want to warm them up enough. This one isn't hot enough now. Interesting. So you could do radiation lamps instead. I'm just thinking almost that we might sacrifice a couple of the vines in order to heat up this other one, since this is obviously working well. But let's like maybe turn this one off when we do that. Yeah, it's gonna kill one of the leaves. I know, it killed one of the leaves. All right, let's look at our recon vessel. We have rad pills and we have plastic. Yed, how you feel? You ready? Yed's fine. As long as we have rad pills, I think Yed's ready to go again. Y'all, I need to... No, I'm done. I can't. I hate to do it with fresh raiders. Reese, I really appreciate the raid. If y'all aren't following, make sure you follow the channel so you can find your way back.
Can't stop.
I have to stop. I have to stop. Symbol's good as long as I get the job done. Yes. And it's like a gateway. Like the simple automation is your gateway to get into the more complex automation. even in this run, I've been doing more complicated automation than I ever did before, because in the last run, we, you know, got into some more in-depth automation in that run, and now we're doing even more, right? Camping sounds fun. I'm so excited to camp. Not only does it look like temperatures might be okay for camping, but also we didn't get any other sites reserved this entire summer. So our kid, Evo and our kid is like officially old enough to like really get something out of camping, I think. And he's like excited about it. So I'm very excited to introduce him to it like properly, like in a campground. Yeah, I just think it's gonna be really great. So we're very much looking forward to this. And like I said, I do work my retail job tomorrow, so I gotta kind of balance the things. This was a really fun stream. I do appreciate everyone bearing with me. I know, like, you know, we lost a lot of people when we lost the connectivity. Unsurprisingly, like, the people weren't hanging out for an hour of no content. But there were a lot of people that did hang out for all of that, and I very, very much appreciate all of you that hung out. 2-Bit for returning to the YouTube stream, even though it took me a long time. I appreciate you very much. We'll be back on Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time with Oni or RimWorld, which is what Monday streams usually are. Make a note, September 6th is the bonus stream. That's a Saturday. September 6th, so make a note of that. But we'll say bye to YouTube here. Bye, YouTube.
MJKJ.